Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I know I have a lot of followers who it is not morning for right now, so I need to stop starting my videos like that. So here's the deal. Today I wanted to chat with you. I'm gonna give. Hey, Bella. I'm gonna give everyone a few minutes to hop on in case anyone can join live. Because as always, that's the most fun and how everyone gets the most benefit from these videos. Of course, I'll come back and answer any questions, so drop them in the comments. If you're watching the replay, let me know where you are right now and what you're up to today. I'd love to hear from you. So here's the deal. I feel like I haven't been really owning this part of what I do and not sharing it, because I had someone reach out to me last week and they were really interested. Before Beautifully You Academy closed, they were like, oh, I'm really interested in the program. Can we talk about your services? And I was like, sure. What questions do you have? Is it and we went into that, and she looked up the program, and I checked in with her after, and I was like, hey, what did you think? Are you interested? The academy's closing. Say hey if you're watching. And she was like, oh yeah, I just don't think this is quite the right thing for me right now. I was looking for something a little different. And so I messaged her back and I said, well, what were you looking for? And she's like, well, I really feel like I need more personal development, and I want help a little bit with manifesting and creating what I want in life. And I was like, oh my gosh, what have I been saying that is not coming through clear enough? And I reached out to her and I said, this is really what the program is about. But I realized this is what's lacking. This is where I'm not sharing enough with you about exactly what it is that happens when we work together, and exactly what I help my clients with. So here's the deal. I know this morning you woke up, God, this cough, it's killing me. You woke up wishing that you were full-time in your business this morning. You woke up wishing you had already given your notice at work, and that you were doing your last day at your 9 to 5 and going into your business full time. And here's the thing. I know that because I feel it too, right? And for those of you, I'm going to kind of drop a bomb a little bit. And if people from my work find out, then so be it. But I know it because that's how I've been feeling in my life lately. I am ready to give my notice at work. And yeah, I guess if they find out this way, then well, it is what it is. But here's the deal. The problem has been, right, that you're doing things, but it's not the inspired action things, right? It's the frantic things. Well, maybe this is going to be the thing that works next. Or maybe I'll just do a live video and maybe that's what it'll be. Or maybe I should write more emails and that's what it's going to be. And here's the problem with that, is that you're telling yourself that you're going to be in your business full time, but you don't fully believe it quite yet. And I get it, because right, it's been well, you've done the courses and you've tried the strategies, you've downloaded the opt-ins that said 6 weeks to 6K, and you're like, why don't I have 6K already? And you're doing all the things, you're trying to figure out what's working for everyone else and how can you apply that to yourself and your business. And the reality is, every time you take a course and it doesn't give you the results you need, you start to doubt yourself more. And you're like, is this really going to work? How come this stuff isn't working for me? What is wrong that I'm not having the success that everyone else seems to be having, right? And you're looking at everyone else for the answers, to have the answers for you, to say oh, this is the right strategy, or this is the right thing to be working on. But that's what's missing, right? That's actually the problem in this whole process, right? It's not that you don't have strategy, and it's not that you're not willing to take the action, right? You know that. You know when it comes down to it, you're willing to invest, you're willing to take the action, and you have strategy, right? So the piece that's missing isn't are you going to do the work? It's not, are you willing to invest in yourself or invest in your business? Those aren't the problems, right? The problem is, your ideal clients aren't getting enough of you. It's not that you're not enough. I'm going to say that again. It's not that you're not enough. It's that your ideal clients aren't getting enough of you, because you still have one foot in, one foot out, thinking, I just don't know if this is really going to work for me. It seems to be working for these other people, but I feel like it's not working for me, and I don't know if it ever will. I don't know if I'll ever have the life, the business that I love, where I get to wake up, get on the phone with clients who I love, and get off the phone and be more excited than when I got on the phone, right? Like, what a switch that would be, to instead of like going to your 9 to 5 and feeling like all of your energy gets sucked out and that you have to constantly be in this self-care mode where you're constantly replenishing in between your work days so that you can keep showing up, keep doing your thing. What would it feel like to actually have your work like be the self-care that replenishes you and feel even better and feel even more in your power every single day as you step into your business, right? Like, so yeah, it's not that you're not enough. It's not that there's something missing from you. It's not that like you're the anomaly or the exception to the rule, that like these strategies work and they'll get you there. You don't need more strategy, right? You know that. You know what works and what doesn't. The problem is you're looking at everyone else's strategy and trying to make it fit for you, when in reality, you need to be able to trust your gut again. You need to step into that feeling of intuition, of knowing that you can create what you want, knowing that when you go after the things you want, it works out, because it always has, right? And it just feels like this is the one thing that's not going to work. And you know that that's bullshit, right? Because every time you step up to the plate, you hit a home run. Always. You've always been the overachiever, always been like going for it, not willing to settle. And this is no different. The problem that's happened is through this process, you've looked more and more and more to other people to give you the answers to figure out what's not working. And you're so in this place of what's not working, that you're not fully stepping into who you are. You're not fully trusting your gut and knowing like, oh, this is where I need to be in my business. This is what I need to be doing next. Right? Like answering the questions for yourself, having that confidence, showing up every day, excited to be in your business, loving what's happening, fully trusting, and with that, fully committing, right? Because this 1 foot in, 1 foot out that feels safe, it feels like, oh, well, it's like my safety net. Like, because if it doesn't work, I'm not like fully committed, so it won't be totally soul crushing, right? Like that's the thing that's the problem. Because you're not fully showing up and your ideal client doesn't fully know who you are, because you're still trying to be like perfect and you're still trying to like figure out all the things instead of just being you and knowing that you are enough. Inherently, you are enough just as you are. It's not that you're missing something. You don't need to do like more of these online courses, right? The problem is the personal development piece, the feeling strong in yourself, the building the confidence, the owning your power as a woman, as a businesswoman, as a CEO, right? Those are the pieces that are missing. And this is where I help my clients. This is where I'm really freaking good at what I do, right? Because I know how to dive deep into those things that you feel like, well, it's a block. I'm having this block and I don't know why I can't get to where I need to go, right? Like we shift past that, right? It's not about the blocks. Like, it's not about I have some weird relationship with money. No. It's that you don't trust yourself. It's the relationship with you that is the thing that needs addressing, right? Because when you can stand in the mirror, look yourself in the eye and say, I love you, you are freaking awesome, that's when things start to change, right? Because you own your power, you own who you are, you accept the like things that aren't perfect, because no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. And you're willing to go there and do the work and shed the trauma and stop listening to the doubters, right? And stop being the doubter yourself, right? Because that's the thing. All those like things that people have told you where you thought like, well, I'm not good enough, or like being an entrepreneur like is difficult, or like it's not safe, that really what I should be doing, right? I hate shoulds. What I should be doing is using my degree and staying in a 9 to 5. That's safer, right? All these things that you know aren't true, but you're letting them sink in, and you're letting that become your story and what you tell yourself over and over again. You know that's the problem, right? That's what needs to be addressed. And this is what I do. This is my superpower. This is what I'm freaking amazing at, is helping you look at all these like little traumas where someone said like you're not good enough, and you let that sink in and you let that be part of your story, when you know you are good enough, but it's the, how do I address this? How do I let it go? How do I feel like I know in my soul who I am? How do I get to that place where I feel connected to who I am again? Because right now I feel like I'm so caught up in doing the things that I don't even know anymore. I've like lost it, right? I get it, right? But instead of being in the place in a few weeks from now where I've given my notice and you're still doing the 9 to 5 thing, you know that's not what you want. So here's the deal. If you want to be with me in like 4 weeks, giving your notice at your 9 to 5, fully stepping into your business, fully owning your power, fully being who you are and sharing it, instead of saying like, what my ideal client wants is probably this. No. It's not about like filtering. We're going unfiltered here. It's about owning your mistakes, owning the pieces of you that you don't think are perfect, because that's what people want. So that you can share that and feel confident sharing it, and knowing that like those stories, those parts of you that feel like they make you less than, are actually what make you powerful, are actually what speaks to your ideal client and makes them want to work with you, right? Those are the things. So in 4 or 5 weeks, if you're going to be giving your notice in your 9 to 5 and you're like, I know I need to be doing it, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to step into that power, how I'm doing it. Don't worry. You don't have to do that. That's what I'm good at, right? So here's the deal. I have 3 spots in my 1-to-1. This is for women. Again, if you're like, yes, leaving the 9 to 5, I want it like next month. I want to be out. I'm done. I'm done with the shoulds. I'm done with the rules. I'm over it. I'm stepping into my power. I realize that it is the piece like that where I'm missing is I'm listening to too many other people and I'm not listening to myself, and I need to be able to trust myself again. Then book a call. We need to speak, okay? Because I want that for you. There's no reason to wake up tomorrow and still be wishing that you were giving your notice, right? And wishing and thinking this is some sort of pipe dream and that somehow you just don't get to have it come true for you. No more. This is all about you. This is your time. This is our time. That's why this is gonna be so freaking incredible, and this is why I don't want you to miss out and in a couple weeks be like, shit. I should have stepped up to the plate and done the work I know I needed, because like Chelsea's now out of her 9 to 5 and I'm not. Right? You know the things you need to do. You know what's missing right now, and again, you can take the action, you can invest. Those aren't the problems. It's not that you're not following through, right? The thing is, you think you're not enough, and the reality is you're just not showing everyone enough because you're holding back, right? No more holding back. We're not holding back anymore. Fully stepping in, fully committing, making it happen, because when you commit like that, you know. I want you to do this right now. After you finish this, and you comment or send me a DM, it doesn't matter. I want you to think of 3 experiences you had where at first you thought, I don't think I can do this. And then you were like, no, F it, I'm doing it. And you made it happen. Because I think like 3 is low. I should make you do 10. Because here's the reality. If you look back on like hindsight's 2020, you're like, well, of course that was going to work. But the reality is, there's so many times in your life already where you've been like, I'm not sure. And then you were like, no, F it, I can make this happen. And it happened. That's where we're going. That's what needs to happen. Fully committing, fully being in. You have everything you need, right? It's just connecting to it again. It's already in there. It's just that the disconnect, because of all this trauma, all this like thinking you're not good enough, is making you feel like you don't want to own that part of yourself. You want to push it away. I'm not pushing it away. We're owning it. We're stepping into our power. We're doing more than the things. We're going to do the work, the real work that's going to get you there. All right, so DM me. Again, I only have a couple spots, but this is going to be for the person. This is you if you're like, I'm out of the 9 to 5, right? I'm out, I'm done. I'm going to be giving my notice like in a few weeks. If this is you and you're like, but I just need, I need to know how to do it, right? I need to know how to step into the power, and like the trauma, the like not good enough, I don't know how to get past that. send me a DM. Let's talk. We need to be working together. Let's get you past that, because that's freaking gonna be amazing when in April, this is your month and you're done. Done with the 9 to 5, no more wishing, stepping into the belief. All right? So send me a DM. I'll drop the link below. And yeah, get on a call with me. No more waiting around, right? This is not the time to be waiting. This is believing, stepping, taking the inspired action. And I know you feel it in your gut right now. Even though you don't feel like you can trust your gut, you feel it in your gut. You know what you need to be doing. Right? You do. It's in all of us. It just feels like it's more of a whisper right now, instead of like you feeling like, oh, of course, this is what I need to be doing. Like your gut is screaming and it's like so clear. But you have it. It's a whisper, and we're going to make it be that voice that is so crystal clear that you're like, I freaking know. I always know. I know I have what I need. I can do it. Because you can. You absolutely can. Because I can. I've done it. That's how I know. I've helped my clients do it over and over and over again. It's not hard. It's just doing the right work. All right? I'm off for today. Drop me a comment. I'm looking forward. We need to be speaking, like, today. I'll open up a couple of more spots in my schedule, because I initially didn't have much on there this week, but I know that you want it right now. And you're like, yep, I want to be talking today. So let me open up a couple spots and we'll make it happen. All right. Talk to you later.